Hello there, thank you for tuning in to this energy reading about the full moon coming up this weekend in Pisces at 3 degrees. Looking at the moon tonight, it's already looking quite full because it's the full moon this weekend, and I don't know if you can see it, but it does look quite full to me. It's not looking so clear in the video, but when I'm looking at it sort of naturally, it's looking very sort of clear to me, and it's just looking really lovely. And the colours, you know, just there sort of below look so gorgeous. I want to call this reading actually like the flow of life and beyond, because you know Pisces, it's about the depth of the beyond, going further and further. It is, you know, the last sign in the zodiac, and it is infinity. It just goes out into the beyond and beyond. So, you know, there is a considerable amount of depth there, a lot of depth, and it is kind of like the sign, I suppose, which is without boundaries. And so therefore, you know, that's why sometimes when I look at charts and see strong Pisces where it's not being channeled positively, it's being channeled quite negatively, the boundaries. So sometimes when you have a very strong Pisces that is not so balanced, and maybe there's lots of squares and oppositions, it could be quite challenging. And so sometimes what happens is the boundaries, you impose boundaries on you, and that's where the difficulty then arises. But you know, the freedom is to not have those imposed boundaries that create the restrictions. Now, with this full moon, there is also, in terms of calling it sort of like, you know, the flow of life and beyond, it is something and somewhere, somehow you can take some of the Piscean traits that are like really good to another level. So for example, you know, it could be spirituality, it could be all sorts of altered states of awareness type things, you know, like yoga, massage, meditation, and also Pisces is ruled by things like, you know, anything that's glamorous, like film, theatre, music as well. You know, all these are Piscean things. So it's like you can take those to another level. And especially with the fact that, you know, we have had Neptune trining Jupiter. That is also an amazing placement at the moment that we've been having. It sort of like enhances those qualities, you know, to a sort of much more richer state of being. So the other thing is, like, you know, we have also been having a grand trine in Earth actually, and Earth is very grounding, and Pisces is actually water, the water sign, and we've got that grand trine in Earth, and water nourishes Earth. So again, it's about growing and fertilizing and enhancing the richness of the Piscean traits, because now is a time that you can really elevate yourself, you know, and take things to another level, you know. Hence the beyond, going beyond what you've known things to be in those areas. Things, you know, don't have to stay the same. You can elevate them, take them to another level and go a step beyond what you're used to. So that is kind of like my message for this particular full moon. And I hope, you know, it makes sense, and stay tuned for more energy videos. If you have any queries, questions, please do get in touch. And you know, if you'd like to have a birth chart done, a birth reading, then also feel free to contact me. And happy Pisces full moon this weekend. It is a good one, lots of nice energies about. And enjoy, you know, even kind of like see if you can take some time for going inwards. If you're not so used to going inwards, brilliant time actually for going inwards, you know, to your higher self with that Jupiter and Neptune, you know, really kind of like feel something beyond what you've normally been used to, you know. So it's about growing into your higher self, higher states of consciousness, higher states of awareness. And so I'm sure you will be able to find something that resembles all that, and something that is meaningful to you in all those areas that I've mentioned. All right, so take care.